Alright, we are live. You can see all three rods. I've been live for like a couple hours. We were landscape mode, horizontal. But we were landscape mode, horizontal. There wasn't many people in chat. I said I'm gonna switch to vertical, and so them people should be popping in here shortly. I got my PB tonight. 2 people in here. I guess I might as well wait a minute before I talk about that. Still going too fast. 0.7. Dang this wind. And we're going into the wind now. We should be going too slow. This wind's been doing some funny stuff. I probably should look at the radar. No, well, we're not far from the boat ramp. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought we were getting a bite on the planer board, but the stern was kicking out to the starboard side from the wind. Whew, if this wind don't quit down, we're going to be done. Got 3 people in here. Yeah, we started out. We were catching fish. I got probably like a 15-pound blue cat in the first 15 minutes, and then before I even could get that line back in the water, we got a channel cat. Whew, that wind, boy! Dang it! I even got a drift sock out, and it's not helping. I should have put the bigger one out. I've been fighting for the past hour to get the boat slowed down. We're getting pushed over 1 mile per hour. Got 7 people in here. Hit that thumbs up on your way in. We caught our PB blue cat tonight. If you go back and look at our last live stream, we caught a 23.5 pound blue cat. I beat my PB by 2.5 pounds. Oh, it's getting freaking chilly. I beat it. We had my PB was, I should have blew my nose first before putting this on. My PB was 22 pounds from last summer, and we got Yeah, 22 pounds from last summer, and we beat it tonight by 1.5 pounds. It was 23.5 pounds. And the fish we caught, it was longer than this board, but this board extends. The fish we just caught, whoa. The fish we caught was longer than this board on our last live stream about an hour ago. I got my personal best tonight. It was amazing. And now we're trying to get another. Trying to get another. Yo, bro, you got one on the hook? Nope, that's just the wind. The wind wreaking havoc on us. We're dragging baits. We're moving. We're not anchored. Y'all, look at this screen. Look at all these fish. All kind of bait. There's somewhat yellow in them too. We caught some good ones tonight. That's all I can say. It was amazing. Amazing. If you want Nightbot to drop your link, type DOGAN. Nightbot will drop your link. Crips for life. You better hope there's no bloods in here. You'll be in trouble. I was talking to somebody and they said Crips and Bloods, that it's not like it used to be, that Crips and Bloods hang out now. All right, we're going past the spot where we caught the 23-pounder. Let's see if we can't get another one. We got 5 people in here. I'm wondering what the wind is. Let's see what Nightbot says. Yeah, if you want Nightbot to drop your link, just type DOGAN. That fish was amazing. Karen, did you watch it live, or did you watch it after the fact? Did you see my rod holder get peeled over and almost go in the water? I had to dive after it. The freaking rod holder, them white ones. I got one on the bow rail. Like, see there. That rail, the fish bit, and that freaking rod holder started going. And the tip of the rod is in the water. I had to freaking dive on it to stop it from going in overboard. Like, I could not believe it. Oh, that's blocking. Let me. That ain't good. That the light's blocking the. Hold on, y'all. I gotta try to slide this down or something. There we go. The camera's blocking the light. There we go. That's a little better, ain't it? I need to clean my seats. That's one thing I know. The wind died down big time. Maybe we can slow down to our 0.4, 0.5 again and get on some fish. It was amazing. Yep, that's the biggest blue cat I ever caught. I have to agree, Karen, that fish was huge and beautiful, and it was amazing. Nightbot says the wind is 7 miles an hour. Dude, we've been having 30-mile-an-hour gusts. when I drove out here, I passed a couple oil rigs, you know, the oil and gas derricks, and they have helicopters land there, and for like the big wigs and stuff, and they got those them airport thing, them orange cones, them windsock. And most people don't know it, but a windsock has you know how they're like red, white, red, white, red, white, and they're cone shaped. Each section of that windsock means dang, why are we going to control motor got us completely sideways? Each section of that windsock means so many miles an hour. So if it's, you know, hanging down. But anyways, them windsocks, man, they were freaking straight out. The Nightbot saying the wind is 7 miles an hour. Nightbot's off its rocker. For the past hour, we've been dealing with 20 and 30 mile an hour gusts. I got these lights in my tripod strapped to the T-top, the center console, the bars. We should have freshened our bait up. I got that same, I was bragging about the white bass being on there still and being so tough. But I don't know. We might just leave that white bass on because I might be heading home soon. Because I'd like to maybe do stand day tomorrow. And I got an hour drive home. And by the time I get my boat loaded and ready to get out of here, there's another hour. I guess I can zoom in on them rods some. Oh, shoot. I'm behind in stream. You can't even see that one. Let me turn these lights up brighter. Why are we going 0.8? How about over? I got the cruise set at 0.6 and we're going 0.8. I haven't got any bites going that fast all night. Every fish been at like 0.4, 0.5. Got 7 people. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet, please. Come on, fish. Let's go. I don't like sitting behind these lights because I can't see nothing out of the front of the boat. Woo-wee. It is chilly, 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 chilly. See, that planter board surging. Rod number 3 looks like there's a fish, but oh shoot, what was that? Rod number 1, what did it just do? See, our stern's still kick. I should have put the bigger drift sock out. But I thought going into the wind would be good, but that's not the case. This wind's very erratic tonight. Left rod just jumped. That's what I thought. That's why I was like, what, it could have been a snag. Because the clicker will go off if we get a good one. Oh, that left rod too, that's the white bass head. It's like big as my 2 fists. So if something bites that, if something takes that left rod, it's going to be a freaking 40 pounder. Yeah, shot down. I got a white bass head on there that's freaking huge. Biggest white bass head I ever used. I had to go buy special hooks today. I got 12-aught because my 10-aughts were too small. We've got 6 people. Kevin, you just snuck in under the radar. I didn't see you. How you doing? If anyone ain't hit that thumbs up yet, please do. Man, I'm so glad I was here earlier. Like, I usually don't get out here. Like, I always want to get out here with daylight left. You know, a couple hours of daylight fishing, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. I never do. And then I'm like, well, at least get out there at 7, 8, or 9. Get out at most times it's 11, 12 o'clock before I got lines in the water. But if that would have happened tonight, I wouldn't have caught those fish I caught. I'm so freaking happy and grateful that I got out here when I did. Because, like, for about the past hour, we haven't gotten anything. But I have been fighting the wind and trying to get the boat slowed down. We got it down to 0.6. And we've been getting pushed over like a mile an hour, mile and a half because the wind. And the wind's doing crazy. It's coming from the east, the west, the north, the south. But I finally got the boat slowed down, so we might get back on the fish. The sonar, I'm looking at arches. Like right now on that one section of screen, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13 arches. And that's just down bottom between 12 and 14 feet. There's way more stuff up in the upper water column around 10 feet. Ooh, my hands are cold. We had a bite. I heard the bells jingle. Man, I was going to eat my dinner like 2 hours ago. And we got on the fish. And I got so excited. Oh, we're going over a prime spot right now. This is where we got that first blue cat of the night right here. It was probably about 15 pounds. All right, we're going good. We're going point 5, 0.6. I would like to be going a smidge slower. I got to mute the mic for a second, y'all. Somebody got a campfire going, like, at the boat ramp. I ain't ever seen that in my life. It's chilly. It's windy. All I know is you'd have to have a whole truckload of wood if you wanted to keep a fire going. Because that wind is ripping so good, it would burn through any wood. It would burn through any wood you have. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You know, earlier I was thinking, I'm like, man, I wish I brought my sleeping bag because I was just going to sleep in the truck and then fish in the morning when the sun come up. But after catching them fish earlier, I'm good. I'm ready to go home. Got my PB tonight. You can't beat that. The luck I've been having and as hard as I've been putting in work trying to catch some fish, I thought I was going to be out here all night trying to get a couple decent ones. So that's why I was thinking about spending the night. But I don't gotta do that. We got them fish quick. Got 5 people in here. I'm still smiling about that fish. And man, I keep getting snagged on it. I wish I had some ratchet straps because this center console T-top, I've been having such a hard time going down the highway with it because the wind's wanting to blow it off the boat. I might have a couple ratchet straps actually. I got some rope, but it's hard to tie a knot. Like there's a special knot to tie with rope to tie something tight and keep it tight, and I forget how to tie it. I guess I could Google it, but when I get off this water, I just want to get home. Don't want to be Googling how to tie a knot. Yep, Kevin sneaked in. Shoot, I was horizontal earlier live for a couple hours, and no one was in chat. So I said I'm gonna go vertical. That ain't working either. I was trying to get 100 watch hours a night because that would put me at the halfway point. That ain't happening. My last live stream I did earlier, I got 11 watch hours. Caught my PB, and I don't think anyone's seen it. But I did, and that is all that matters because it was amazing. I'm still smiling. Every time I think about it, I'm smiling. Yeah, we're going to finish this drag up. I was going to turn around and pull back through this dam, but the wind would be at our stern, and it was so hard to control the boat. I don't feel like fighting with it again. I had the cruise set at 0.4 mile an hour, and it was pushing us at like 1.5. So we're just going to drag. Oh, I hear a bell. What's going on? Which pole was it? I heard a bell. I heard a bell. I want to wash my hands and eat this pizza, but I don't feel like sticking my hands in the water. Yeah, I wish somebody was on the boat with me earlier so they could experience that with me. Like that was freaking amazing. See, my last PB from last year, my buddy was with me. He's an older guy. He's like in his 60s or 70s. And I would have never got that fish in the boat if it wasn't for him. Because I caught it on my downrigger Shimano Triton downrigger trolling rods, and they are so flimsy and have so much flex. They got backbone, but the tip will bend like a U, like a horseshoe. And I reeled the line all the way. three-way swivel all the way to the tip. Wouldn't reel no more. And I'm like, net it, net it. I'm screaming, net it, net it. And he's like, lift it higher, because it was still like 3 feet down in the water. He's like, lift it higher, and I'm lifting it higher, and the pole's just bending in a horseshoe shape. So I hand him the pole because he's like over 6 foot, and I'm trying to net it, and then I'm yelling at him, lift it higher, because we're about to lose this fish. But it was a team effort to get that 22-pound blue cat in last year. But it was amazing catching it, getting an experience at with someone, someone being there basically. But this one tonight, I managed it by myself. I mean, I wish somebody was here so they could have experienced with me. But at the same time, netting that fish and getting everything all by yourself, single-handedly, that's a whole feat all in itself. Catching a fish is a feat. Getting it in the boat when you're by yourself, that's a whole nother feat. Dang, and people shut them lights off on the bank that's fishing. Now I can't tell where they're at. Well, I can hear them, but I can't see them. We'll start turning here in a few minutes. Oh man. Yeah, that was awesome. Awesome. Any fish today? Yeah, John Joe. Just a PB blue cat. Dude, if you want to see it, it's on my last live. I did a live like an hour ago. And broke my personal best blue cat. And if you want to find it, if you go back and look at that live later, the best way to find it is when you see this rod number 3. When you see this number 3 rod out of the rod holder. But I had number 3. Let me get over here. Number 3 was on port side. I was vertical, I'm vertical now. I was horizontal earlier streaming. But this rod was over there. So when you see that rod out of the rod holder missing from its place, that's when we caught that fish. So if you're fast forward and looking through it, just keep fast forward and tap. Just keep skipping until you see that rod number 3 out of the holder. And then that means you're either right before catching the fish or right after it. I've always found that's the best and easiest way to find a spot on a video. Just look for that rod that's out of place from the holder. And it was probably like an hour before the stream ended. Way too windy, couldn't even cast. Yep, I know what that's like. Last night I was fishing at the river, walleye fishing, and I would cast. I'd be about 20 feet. My lure would cast about 20 feet out in front of me, but the bow in my line would be like 50 feet to the left. Like the bow in my line was out further than my lure was. And I had a 3/8 ounce sinker or jig, you know what I mean? It's so hard to navigate with these lights on. I would never use these lights on the river with barges. No freaking way. I mean, I guess if I stood behind the lights the whole entire time, then maybe. But even then, it messes up when you're out on the river at night, your eyes got to adjust so you can see good. And when you look at that bright light, even for a second, it just resets everything. Was 1 hour away too. Yeah, that sucks. I would have tried to find somewhere out of the wind. Where's your black lights? I have them. They're up in the bow. Getting wings tonight. That sounds good. 1 pound. You know what my favorite wings are? Is that Sassy Ranch where they mix the buffalo and the ranch. Actually, that sounds good. I might get some. I might make some chicken tenders when I get home. And make some of that Sassy Ranch. But where they mix the buffalo wing sauce with the ranch sauce. But I don't like hot or spicy, so the mixture got to be just right. It's got to have more. It's got to have more ranch than buffalo. Because if it's spicy and my nose starts running, nah. To give you an idea on my Scoville scale of hotness, I think Wendy's chili. Not that Wendy's chili spicy, but if it had any more zest to it, I would not want to eat it. Because when I eat Wendy's chili, my nose runs, and I can eat it, and it's not spicy. But if it had any more zest, it would be spicy. All right, I see where them dudes are. John Joe, we needed you in here earlier, John Joe. Chat was not rolling. I asked Nightbot for the weather, and it gave me the weather for my area. And an hour went by, and the last thing was my Nightbot comment about the weather. I couldn't believe it. Oh, we just had a bite. Ooh, that wind. Come on, fish. The wind, I mean, it's been windy all day, but as soon as the wind got like bad, the bite just stopped. And I thought it was because I was moving too fast. We caught all of our fish at like point 0.4, 0.5 mile an hour. And the wind kicked up and started pushing the boat like a mile or an hour faster. And the bite stopped. And then I finally threw a drift sock out and got the boat slowed down. And we're at 0.6 now. And we ain't had nothing. I have had my white bass. The white bass head is the same head I started with. So it's all washed out for the blood and the scent. And I have the same exact piece of white bass on. When I caught my PB on that white bass fillet, I said, "Hey, it's working." I threw it out there, and when it was in the boat on the floor, I stepped on it like 20 times on accident. But I threw that same white bass fillet out there. But we're leaving soon, so I was like, I'm not cutting. I have to get my Bowie knife out to shoot. I need to look and see where we're at. I almost wrecked into the docks earlier. Man, there's so much bait on the screen. I'm surprised we caught them fish earlier because that bait. Sometimes when there's that much bait, it can hurt you, you know. But other times it can help you, you know. It starts a feeding frenzy. Whew, I'm cold. I got a DeWalt heated jacket up there, but if I use it, I'm gonna have to charge the batteries when I get home. And I've held out this long. So if I don't use my heated jacket, then it'll be ready to go for next time. Got 5 people in chat. Thank you guys for watching. Really, holy hell, including me. I just spend it on food, and people are going to Value Village. Like everyone's going broke. What's Value Village? Like a Walmart? How long is charge? Well, a long time. It uses DeWalt batteries, like for a DeWalt drill or saw, and you can get the 2 amp hour and the 4 amp hour and the 6 amp hour batteries. So like now, if you use it on high, it'll go dead in probably like 2 hours. But if you use it on medium, one battery will last like 4 hours, 5 hours. But the coat weighs 50 pounds because I have like 6 DeWalt batteries jammed into the pockets. Oh, we're getting a bite. Which one is it? And we're still heading right for them people. Why does it keep doing that? Where are they? The sonar screen is loaded with fish. I think it's crappie now, the way they're bunched together. I need to recalibrate this trolling motor. Oh my goodness. I point the trolling motor. Say if let's use a clock as an example. 12 o'clock is straight ahead. 6 o'clock is behind me, right? I'll point the trolling motor at 3 o'clock, and 20 seconds later, it's driving towards 10 or 11 o'clock. And then I'll turn the trolling motor again, point it towards 2 or 3 o'clock, the direction I want to go. And I'll even compensate. I don't even want to go to 2 or 3 o'clock. I only want to go to like 1 o'clock. But since it acts up, I'll compensate and oversteer it to 2 or 3 o'clock. And it will go that way for like 5 seconds. And then it slowly, 10, 20 seconds later, it's steering and driving back towards 10 or 11 o'clock. Like there's these people on the bank fishing, and I pointed the trolling motor 5 times away from them. And then a couple minutes later, not even a couple minutes later, 20, 30 seconds later, it's driving right at them. And it did this earlier too when we were by them. I was like almost on top of them. I'm surprised they didn't yell at me. Dang, a funeral? That sucks. I skipped my last funeral. I was mad. I said too many people have passed away in too short a time. I'm sick of going to funerals. I ain't gonna be able to keep it together. The bad thing is I can't even remember who it was. So many people pass away. I can't remember. My mom says she swears I have PTSD from so many people I know died and passed away. Like, I know over 50 people in the past 15 years who died. Easy 50 people. And that's people that were, associates and, friends. I'm not just saying 50 people that I heard of, Pat. I'm talking about people I knew that I hung out with. And as close friends, like close, like almost best friends, I probably lost like 20 best friends in the past like 15 years. Like out of my group that I hung out with, like after high school, after college, uh, there's probably like 15 to 18 people that, we hung out every day. And there's only 3 of them people left. And the weird thing is both their names are Sean. And actually, their initials are SW. Both their last names start with a W, and their first names are Sean. And them are the only 2 people that are still alive that I, regularly hung out with. And they got kids and stuff too. That's like probably the one thing that kept them alive. I just heard somebody on the bank go, "Woo!" I would have swore it was Travis. Woo! That went. This top's about to blow off the dang boat. Yeah, I had so much trouble with this Bimini top. Like these straps. See, they're loose already. That's from driving here on the highway. And if these straps come off, the whole top blows off. But what I did is I bought these lashing straps, 6 of them. See? These cam buckle thingamajigs. I tied 2 to the front. Cause see the frame? I tie them 1 to each corner, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, 2 on the side. And you got the straps that are factory straps that hold it like down to keep it from blowing up. But they dang, we're about to hit them dogs. But those lashing straps, the buckles come loose on the highway. On the highway from the straps blowing in the wind. And I tried to take these clips to clip them to keep them from blowing, but they still come loose. So, like today, coming here with the wind being so bad, dang it. With the wind being so bad, I had to stop 5 times to tighten them dang straps. Here's that white bass head. Look, See, that's why we kept getting bites. The dang channel cats. The dang channel cats kept. It's turtle food now. I used that white bass head last night, and it was only in the water for a couple hours. So I took it home, put it in the fridge, and we used it again today for a second time. Dang it, now I'm about to hit these dogs. Where's my remote? Shit. The wind's going so crazy. It's pushing us into the docks. Yeah, look at these hooks I picked up. 12-aughts. Look how big them suckers are. Look, I can put 2 thumbs in there. There's all the room in the world. But the 10-aughts I had just weren't big enough for that white bass head I got. I usually don't keep white bass head that big. But it's the only white bass I caught yesterday. So that's what we had. So I had to go get bigger hooks. All right, we got one rod put away. Yeah, I wish I had a van. Because if I had a van, like a full-size van, I could just take this center console T-top is removable. It's lowerable, it's retractable. You can lower it and you can remove it. If I had a van, I could just take that dang top off in 10 seconds. I could take that top off in 10 seconds and just throw it in the back of the van. My neighbor has this old F or E350 Econoline with the old 7.3 diesel. I don't even, it's not a Power Stroke, it's the old IDIs, the old indirect injection 7.3s. They still make power, but I'd love to have that thing. Well, I wouldn't love to have it for the gas mileage, but I'd love to have it to could camp in it. And it is one of them conversion vans, like the high top camper van. It's got blinds in it and stuff. All right, we're almost back to the boat ramp, y'all. Everyone that watched this second round, I appreciate it. If you want to see a beast of a fish catch, go look at my last live. I don't know if YouTube would have uploaded it yet or not. Peggy Allen. Hey, Peggy, haven't seen you for a while. But yeah, if anyone wants to see an amazing fish caught, go look at my last live. I got my personal best tonight. I broke my PB. And the first fish of the day, it was still daylight. We caught an amazing blue cat that was like 15 pounds. I was so freaking excited. And then we got our PB. Yeah, I might try to get up early enough to do stand day tomorrow. And if it's not raining, which rain don't bother me, but this T-top, I still haven't painted. See how this is rusting? It's it's staining behind this, all rust. And rust is like impossible to get off gel coat and fiberglass because I haven't painted this yet. So I'm trying to keep these out of the rain from getting the boat stained with rust. But anyways, thanks for watching. Our last live stream we called our PB Blue Cat. Go check it out. I might go live driving home just to get my watch hours up. For some reason, people like watching people drive down the highway. I don't know. But anyways, catch y'all later. Be good.